Hello everybody, this is a Lamley showcase. Well, showcase for many of you around the world. This set has been out for a while in several countries, but a preview for many of you here in the United States because it is coming very soon. It is the 50th Favorites Hot Wheels 50th Anniversary Premium Set. First 5 are hitting very soon. Next 5 will hit soon after. And we are going to take a look at these models today. Mattel sent this set over for me to preview for you, so thank you to them. Let's go ahead and walk through all of these. Like I said, these have been out in several countries for a while, and now they're ready to hit all over the place here in the United States. I don't think it's specific to any particular store, so look for them soon. We start with this one. This is the number 5 of 10. It is the 510 Datsun Bluebird 510. Very clever. In blue. We're going to go ahead and open these up in just a little bit, but let's take a look at the back first. 56 Chevy, 71 Amc Javelin. You can see all the first 5. You can see the second 5 there on the right. Quite a few there to look forward to, and I assume we'll see those very soon, but it's about getting these first 5 done. All right, let's go ahead and walk through these. We start with the number 1. It's back over here. That is the 56 Chevy. You can see these models have the 50th logo on them somewhere. They are premium, so metal base. There's the UPC for you if you need it. Metal base, premium wheels, premium decos front and rear, I think, on most of those. That's number 1. Number 2, this one I've been really looking forward to. We haven't seen this casting in a while. It is the Amc Javelin. I think the last time we saw it was in Hot Wheels Racing. Of course, the most famous one is in Vintage Racing. We'll open that one up here in just a second. Number 3. Only the second release of this casting. This is the Ford Econoline pickup. We saw this with Boba Fett on it at first. Now we're seeing it in a more standard deco, but flames as well. There's the 50th logo. Full deco as well, of course. Number 4. Custom Volkswagen Squareback. 69 Volkswagen Squareback. We saw this in Car Culture. Service deco. And last but not least, the very clever 510. 5 of 10. 71 Datsun 510 in blue. My guess is that these were going to be picked up quite a bit, but I think there's plenty to go around, so don't get too worried about that. All right, we will start with this one. This is the 56 Chevy. Now, I guess the question is, what constitutes a 50th favorite? Well, if they went just by popular castings, I guess you could choose Drag Busk, 67 Camaro, a lot of those old traditional favorites. So this is a little different, but 56 Chevy, I don't think you can go too wrong with this one. So I'm looking at variety, I'm looking at realism, I'm looking at almost like a Car Culture-esque type of release. 5 cars, all premium, all licensed with a cool variety. So you could call this Car Culture Hot Wheels favorites, right? There it is in brown. I don't know what else to say about this one. It does look good with the pink stripes there on the side. Next is the Amc Javelin. Now this is, I think, one of the more interesting and cooler models of the 50th Favorite set. We haven't seen this casting for a while. There are 2 Javelin castings, one for basic, one for premium, and the premium one is done much more in a racing style. This one was originally made for Vintage Racing, and then we saw it in the Hot Wheels Racing Premium Series, I think, which was released a year or 2 afterwards, and we have not seen it since. So this one is a most welcome return. Sits on the Trans Am type wheels, and kind of with the red, white, and blue, an homage to the old racing Javelin. So I think this one is fantastic and so happy to see it back. Putting it next to the Vintage Racing is a treat, as you can see. So I would say this one may be my favorite, just because we haven't seen this casting for so long. Next, and sure to be a popular one, is the Econoline pickup. 2 Econolines coming, right? We have the one coming in RLC. We previewed that with Brendan Vituski not too long ago at the Hot Wheels convention. So look back for that video. He showed that one for Gas Monkey. This one is a little more standard. It does have a bit of a rake, but you can see cool details. I'm so excited for the future of this one. We're going to see it in Car Culture as well in the Shop Truck series, which incidentally, is a video that I've done, but I'll show it when we get closer to that release. That is after Eurospeed, so coming up very, very soon. So we'll get to that. Nonetheless, this is the Econoline pickup. First in Star Wars, now in a more realistic kind of flame livery. It looks very, very cool. And I love the Steelies on it. So we started with a classic American car. We went to a full-on muscle car, then a truck, all three American cars. Now we go to a little bit more variety, I think, which constitutes the favorites, so to speak. Here we're going Euro with the fastback, or the square back, sorry. A lot of backs with the VWs. This one also sits on the more deep Steelies, and I like this one. I really, really like the Car Culture release of this one. That's my favorite one, but this one's really nice and kind of a classic look, and I do like that most of the decos on these are very understated. So this one as a service vehicle, oh, it's just so cool to see these variety of castings and just add more and more cool stuff to the collection. And then, of course, you go Japanese with this one. I don't think it needs much explanation. It's very, very nice to see such a clean look for this one. The one thing I'll say, since the Boulevard release of the Datsun wagon, it's putting a lot of racing decos in. Yes, this one has racing stripes on the side, but understated side stripe, fairly understated center stripe or top stripe, and of course the full deco. This one is great. And I've seen, obviously, for months and months and months, we've seen images of this car. Now that I have it in person, it's actually better looking, which is surprising because we've seen so many pictures of it. This one does, I hate to say it, it's hype. I understand it's a Datsun wagon, but this one is great. Okay, there you go. There are all 5 of the first release. More to come. I will let you know about the Toys R Us exclusive gasser. I don't know when that's, when and where, if that one's going to hit. I think there are plans for it. But as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. But here are the first 5 hitting stores in the U.S. very, very soon. It seems May 19th seems to be a very specific 50th anniversary date from what I've seen. I don't know for sure if that's where they'll be, but they will be hitting. The rest of you guys all over the world, you guys can just laugh at us as we go crazy for it because you've had them forever. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. More to come later. Bye.